do believe that I've seen the work that's being put in, and it's heartwarming. So I think it's a justified money spent by the government.
They have picked up the sports from village, those ancient time, and during the 50s, 60s, Singapore will all village. We start practicing this martial art in villages,
And
they pick up that from that kind of starting until
to convert it to this.
Until it's going to SEA Games, to Asian Games, and now aiming the Olympics. It is a huge step, and like what you say, they have done it with blood, tears, and sweat,
It is. I believe in that.
We have people like Dr. Sheikh, who dedicate his entire life to elevate the Silat sports, not only in Singapore, but the whole world.
He really has pushed for it. There's no doubt about it. And I'm just looking at it from this year. The new rules that have come in. Simple things like the colored squares, the protective gear now having Velcro behind that looks more like something from a gaming arena than from an actual sport. So it's visually so much more attractive and appealing. And I can understand what you're saying. To take a traditional sport and make it visually viable for consumption by people who like action sports. How fascinating is that? That takes a lot of planning. He's got a commanding stance, doesn't he? KADEK Andrey holds his own. Mohammed of Singapore just unable to really complete that
the red get
movement.
-1 because he's grabbing the neck,
And there's also an appeal that will go up immediately.
The coaches are doing an appeal.
Tak ada pelanggaran.
This appeal for the AVR, which is said there's no violation in that. So by saying that, the VR people will check whether there is violation or not.
And that makes sense. That makes perfect sense, because that's what VR is here for. But they've had their fair share of moments in the earlier part of the day as well. So we're still we're into round 1, and currently, as it stands, it's KADEK Andrey, who was on with 2 points. But if the decision by the referee holds, there will be a point deducted. So during, just without ruffling any feathers, Ross, I have to say, a lot of people don't really like the fact that we've all grown accustomed to using masks now after 2 years, right? I mean, there's no doubt about it. But I have a friend of mine who is very orthodox Malay, and she of course does wear a hijab, and here's the beauty of it: she's got a black mask. She absolutely adores it, and I was trying to figure out. You have to be you have to be really in another zone to like wearing a mask most of the times. And then I realized her favorite form of entertainment is anime. She loves anime. She loves ninja movies. She likes Sho Kosugi, who's the ninja turned Hollywood actor.
That's why don't judge books by its cover.
Absolutely not. So that'll hold, and there will be a points deduction there for KADEK Andrey.
You can see from the AVR, the guy is holding the neck.
He was holding the neck, absolutely.
Reprimand 1.
So I asked my friend, I said, what is it that you like so? And she said, well, with my outfit, without trying to be like it, now I can go around dressed as a ninja. How cool is that? I'm still not buying it. Well, that's such a fine line of risk when you actually pull your opponent up and you push them back onto the ground. How damaging could it be if it's repetitive? I'm not talking about the rules now, but when you pull your opponent up by the gear and push them back down or thump them down, once I understand it's a light impact. Can it be damaging if it was repeated?
Can do you know your neck, the behind the bone, it can snap, you know.
So like a whiplash.
Like a whiplash, you know. If you do it repeatedly, you can imagine.
Absolutely. So I totally understand why the rule is in place for not repeating an action like that. Because it looks very risky. I mean, the move itself looks risky.
Because our back is very fragile, you know.
It is. It is. Tough fight
This
between these
guy
lads.
is tough. Not easy to bring him down.
No, it isn't. They both got smiles on their faces, but it's not. It's
Don't
more.
be deceived,
Yeah,
you know.
it's actually you hit the nail on the head. It's a deceptive smile.
Yeah. Oh, look at it.
That is some raw power.
Boom. Yeah.
That is some raw power. I would hate being at the receiving end of that without protective gear.
Yeah. It is at your rib cage, you know.
And you wouldn't think about it with these lads. That's round one done.
Yeah.
12-5. KADEK Andrey Nova Prayada. He's reaped in the points.
Yeah.
I did not think that he would be
You know,
running away with it in the first round, but
he's been hitting punches and kicks, you know. The point is just not for drops, you know.
but time has told us that
Yeah.
round 2 and 3 could tell a different story.
Yeah, just can turn over like that, you know. But he's you know, in Silat we call it kuda, where you hold firm with your two legs bend a bit.
Yeah.
His kuda is strong, you know.
So he's very firm, which means to move
Yeah.
him off the ground.
It's
or to-
difficult, yeah.
it's going to be difficult to sweep him as well.
Yeah, that's why. That's the basic of Silat actually. You need to have strong that, you know.
You need to be grounded.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right? Look at them.
that's definitely Singapore athletes.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's home ground for them.
That's right. Look at that.
I do like both these lads, but I have to say just the X factor bit from the Indonesian
You
KADEK
see,
Andrey.
his point is all straightforward, you know.
That could have been a slight worry. He did get a knock there, a fairly hard one. You just want to hope that it's not a concussion of any sort.
Drop verification, yeah.
And that's a good friend, Mohammed Rafaeli,
Yeah.
also the Grandmaster.
He's all over the place, you know.
He's been very active, and I'm sure he's going to be really tired at the end of this. There's so much of work. All you guys, all of you all have put in the work. So just 6 points ahead. Well, both of them just resting at ease for a bit. And back into.
Look at his point. It's all clear point. You know? Boom, boom, boom.
Very quick with his feet.
Yeah.
Double strike. How often do you see that? And that's a successful sweep.
Yeah.
The counter from Mohammed.
Andre, yeah?
Yeah, the counter from Mohammed just didn't work out.
Yeah.
He was trying to, well, turn that around, but it's difficult. KADEK Andrey just holding his own.
Yeah. Well, I say he's grounded, you know, his feet is in the ground.
And when you realize that it's so difficult to get an opponent like this off his feet,
Yeah,
The-
the 5-second buzzer, you know.
but the best thing to do is to avoid that move, because you
Yeah.
know that it's not going to work, and then you want to rely more on your kicks and punches, which, to be fair, Mohammed Riansyauqi has so much of.
To offer, yeah.
Yeah,
with that.
he's fast.
Yeah.
He can land a few. I think it's just the hefty tag of 3 points that makes the drop a bit of an illusion for some.
Yeah. You know, some of them just pick up those 2 and 1s, you know.
And they keep building
They keep
slowly
building
and
on
slowly.
that,
But he's got a healthy lead now.
yeah.
It's 25-14. The end of round 2.
Oh, it's the last round, yeah.
And this is not, once again, we're just repeating, these are not semi-finals, these are not quarter-finals. This is a final event.
Finals, yeah.
It's a final.
You will see the Indonesian athlete will change his tactic because he's leading, and the Singapore athlete will also change his tactic because he's losing, you know. So you can expect the third round different because 2 person have a different agenda, you know.
So basically, it's going to be KADEK who has to now keep that point lead,
Yeah, yeah.
and he plays safe.
Yeah.
And Mohammed of Singapore is going to go in for going all out,
He's
basically.
going to throw the
Yeah.
kitchen sink on the red. Oh, that's a 5. 20.
Warning 1.
And that goes
For the
down to
red
20.
corner.
The dispute is on.
Not head target.
What I say, no rash movement.
No rash movement.
You make
Just
a
avoid
rash
that.
movement. If this thing is being upheld, we just lost 5 points for nothing.
Absolutely.
Because he is holding a healthy lead. You just wait, defense. You get a clear attack, go for it. Then you back off, you know.
Absolutely.
Keep-
I think
keep your
the
point in
medics are having a look at it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But you know, you just it's all tactical in sport. You know, you don't have to hurt your opponent. You have to get points or save your points. You know, it's tactical. You see those experienced fighter.
Yep.
They all just eyes each other. You know, looking for opening. They don't go jumping like that. He's holding, so you can
He's-
expect really.
He's giving away the secret.
Yeah.
There's no attempt to provide clues. He's just going away straight with the evidence.
You can see straight from the video straight there. It's so close. When you carry your leg, it's going upwards. Boom, you see?
Oh, that was
It is so close to each other. Huh?
direct contact.
Nice to see that.
They're good lads. They're
Yeah.
absolutely good lads.
Warning
There's no
1
doubt
for the
about
red
it.
corner.
You just lose 5 points. And now, the thing get exciting.
Absolutely. It's just a 6-point lead, and now
Yeah.
there's a chance here for Mohammed to come
You
back
see
in.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Very draw for the blue corner.
You see what I mean?
Those loss of points could be, of course,
Yeah.
also detrimental in a way.
Oh, nice.
And he's back
one.
in.
Yeah, nice one there.
That's a
Very
quick
draw
comeback.
for the red corner.
It's an exciting game.
Yeah.
We're on for an exciting match here. It's about 1 minute and 40 seconds odd left. And these lads are not done.
Oh,
And he's turned that around.
yeah, he's turned that around.
So KADEK Andre really providing the thrills here.
For the
He
red
is
corner.
tough, you know.
I would have thought he would have been unnerved at that
Yeah.
point deduction, but not at all.
He just
He's
drive
just gone
on,
about it.
Yeah. You know, a lesser
Like a routine business.
a lesser Pencak will be down or downhearted, but not him.
No.
He just drive on.
And more power to MUH RIANSYAUQI also. He's also a formidable athlete. Here's what I like about a few of the pairs that we've seen in the arena. Lads like this as well.
Yeah,
It's about the competition. It's nothing personal.
they're nothing personal.
It's nothing about my pride, your pride. It's just a degree of
For the
respect, and they
red
just
corner.
get on with it as a competition, and whoever has the better skill on that day will win.
It is a sport, by the
It
way.
is.
Yeah.
But how many really take a sport as being a sport and
Yeah.
keep the personal aspect out of it? It always steps in, especially in games like football and
Yeah.
cricket and team sports.
But outside the arena, they are nice people.
Oh, they're wonderful lads, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I know lots of them. They are all very respective athletes. They are all very nice people. It's only when they are in the arena, some of them just transform themselves.
They change over.
They change or make over.
Very draw.
And he's
For the
just
red
shooting
corner.
ahead.
Yeah.
He's kept those steady drops coming, KADEK Andre, and that's really what's put him now 17 points ahead. Barely about a little over 20 seconds left.
I think it's done.
It's going to take something really
Yeah.
drastic to change, and I don't think that's going to happen. Here he goes again with a counter move.
Yeah.
You kind of wonder.
He won't give up the scissors.
He's not
He
going
is
to.
do
Very
it
draw.
until you fall,
For the red corner.
because he get 5 seconds to do it. So until he hear the buzzer, he will continue.
He probably did about 4.2.
Oh, look at that. All his point is boom.
And there it is,
Boom.
43 points. What a lead.
Match
So
winner.
KADEK Andre Noah Prayada
Big man,
of
you
Indonesia
won by
wins
Silat from
the final
red corner.
in the senior match male D, 43-21 over MUH RIANSYAUQI bin Misam of Singapore. You want to help us with the result too, Ross?
Audience from Indonesia, yeah.
Yes.
Team Indonesia.
Oh, they'll be happy. They'll send you a thank you note for sure.
Pertandingan putra kelas D. Kemenangan bagi KADEK Andre Nova Prayada dari Indonesia menewaskan